What's up, guys? Back again for another car review. Today the car we're reviewing is a 2020 Chevy Camaro V6. I had just driven a premium 4-cylinder the other day and it was very nice leather seats. Steering was on point. Steering on these things are much more accurate than the Mustang. But I got the V6 this time just to see how it felt driving, see how different it was. I got the convertible, and this one's a bit bland because it doesn't have the 20-inch rims, but it's still a nice looking car. And right off the bat, I'll give it one knock, which is this. Look how long it takes to take the roof down. Watch how long it takes. Count the seconds. I had a Mustang convertible and it didn't take half as long to open up as what this did, which is insane. And it does not open while you are driving, so it loses points for that for sure. Because when you're driving and it's about to rain, the last thing you want to do is have to stop or pull off the highway somewhere for the car to be able to open the door. So I will say the steering on the convertible is not as good as on the coupe. Probably because it's not as rigid, but it's still very good. The steering on this car is much better than on the Mustang. But the armrest, it's pretty hard, and these cloth seats don't seem like they will wear very well. Also, just to give you a look, when the roof is up, you can get more space behind this cover. I'll actually show you. This comes down and then you've got more space back there. It's probably double the amount of space when the roof is up. But let's be honest, none of us buy a convertible Camaro to be able to store a bunch of stuff. That is not why we buy this car. We buy this car because we want to go fast and look good doing it. And this car is a good looking car. Let me show you the gauges. Gauges on this model is very plain, and it does have a small touchscreen. These dials are awesome to use. You can get ones with dual climate control, but since this is the base model, it does not have it. And it has an electronic parking brake, which some people hate, but I actually really like the electronic parking brake. And here's another positive. This car, unlike the Mustang, has got hood struts. Way better. The engine cover is kind of ugly and it needs to really say V6 or something else on it. And these LED lights are pretty bright. But overall this car would look better if it had a black bow tie, which I know you can get for this car. And I will say this, in order for this car to look good, it does need the 20-inch rims. These little itty bitty wheels, which are 18-inch rims, they make the car handle not as good as the 4-cylinder that I just drove with the bigger rims. That car handled really good. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. And listen to the engine, the exhaust. You really can't hear it. It's not coming through on camera, and I've actually done a track day twice in a V6 Camaro. They're nicer models though, the models that are actually made for the track, and they drive really well. They handle like crazy. By the way, look at the backup camera. This backup camera is actually a really clear view, much clearer image than what it is on the base Chevy Impala that I've also reviewed, but I haven't got a video on it yet. But this car makes a little pop while you're driving, like a tiny pop when you change gear. But I'll say for a V6, not even for a V6, I feel like this Camaro is faster than the base RT Challenger. I really do believe that. And I've driven the base RT Challenger a few times at this point. Okay, here we go. Let's get on there a little bit. It does, it picks up really good. I'm gonna test drive an SS, but they did not have one for me to rent, so I ended up testing this V6. But I kind of want to do the progression. I want to do the 4-cylinder, which I already did. I didn't review it, but I did drive it. Now I'm test driving the V6, and then I will make it to the V8. See how good it is. And it's nice not having a roof. Okay, watch the pull again. Oh! There we go. Trust me, it's plenty fast. You're not gonna beat a Mustang GT or an SS Camaro or anything else in this car, but if you want a car that just drives nice and sounds good, if you get the active exhaust, I've heard this on the track, and a lot of people think that it's a V8 when they hear it going full tilt. I don't know if you guys can hear me with the roof down, so I'm gonna pull over and I'm gonna put the roof up real quick, which I don't know if I can do that from the key fob or not, but I'm gonna see. Let's see if I can do it from the key fob and see how long it takes. Let me get out real quick. I'm gonna give you another look at this car with the roof down. And as I said, I think this is a sharp looking car. I prefer the look of the coupe, and the coupe handles a lot better. And these lights, I actually hated them when I first saw them, but now they've grown on me. They really have. So I guess you cannot put the roof up while you are outside of the car, which is weird. So we're gonna do a test. Let's time how long it takes for the roof to come up in this car. I'm gonna flip the camera real quick. Okay, ignore my pretty face and let's see how fast the roof can go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 seconds for the roof to go up. I'm gonna do a little, by the way, look how small the back window is. People aren't lying when they say the Camaro has 0 visibility. That is a true statement. Anyway, I'm gonna do the windows up and let me know if you can hear the engine rev. Let's see if you get the true sound. Let me do the windows down because that sounds like it's quiet. Okay, I'm all by myself on this road. Let's put it in gear. Oh, by the way, there are some modes. There's snow and ice, sport and tour. Obviously, I don't mess around with that stuff. I just go straight for the sport mode. Cause I love it. Cause I love it. Who doesn't love sports mode? Ow! Okay, I really do like this car. I've driven at least 5 of the new Mustangs. I've driven the EcoBoost 3 times, and I've driven 2 5.0s. And I think that this Camaro, minus the visibility issue, is a better car. All right, here we go. Let me do another quick engine rev. Man, I wish you could see and hear one of these Camaros with the active exhaust, because it sounds, this sounds good when you go in full tilt, but it sounds better with the active exhaust for sure. Like really, really good. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, let's go! Boom. Woo! Sounds good, looks good. Man, you can't complain about a V6 Camaro that sounds good and drives good. I hope you guys are getting the sound on this. It's getting dark, but I put the roof up to see if you could hear the sound better. You can hear the sound really good with the roof down, seemed like on the video. But we'll see. This is if I was going to get one of these, I would definitely get the leather seats, because the cloth seats are not very good. The cloth seats, the base seats in the Challenger hug you a lot more than these do. They're a lot sportier, and they seem like they're a lot more hard wearing. Whereas this car seems like they put the cheapest cloth that they could muster to put in this thing. So that's definitely a negative. I would get the leather, and I probably would at a minimum get the RS and get the 20-inch rims, because they look very nice on this vehicle. As I said, the engine cover looks like trash. The trunk space is way smaller than the Mustang. And these cars typically cost more than the Mustang. The Camaro SS is more than the Mustang, and so is the 4-cylinder Camaro is also cost more expensive than the 4-cylinder Mustang. So to me, that's the reason why you see there's more Mustangs on the road. So my wife started calling me while I was recording the video. Messed up my dang recording. So I put it in airplane mode so she can't bother me no more. I'm just kidding. I will call her back right after this, but let's do another pull on this road. See how it does. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! Listen to that sound. Yeah. Love the sound. I'm telling you, if you're not into racing and you want to get good gas mileage and you want to just drive the car every day, the V6, I'm telling you, it's a good option. It deserves way more credit than it's given. Way more credit. It's not a slow car by any means. By any means. And as I said, I've been on the track twice in this car, and it doesn't disappoint. The EcoBoost, once you get to like 80 miles an hour, it just drops off. It has no power up top. This car, I've been at 100 fairly quickly, fairly easily, and it's still pulling. And my V6 Mustang that I have, and it's MPT tuned and everything, you might know what that is, you might not, but that pulls really hard at the top too. The EcoBoost Mustang does not. So this car would actually smoke the EcoBoost if they did a race that went up to high speeds. I actually feel like this is a lot faster than the EcoBoost, period. Not a lot faster, but it's definitely faster at the top end. And I think in just a regular street race, I think that this car would win. Stock, it comes with 335 horsepower. Obviously you could get it tuned and make it faster than that. And the torque numbers, I believe, is like 280 or between 280 and 290. So the 4-cylinder Camaro actually has more torque than this does, but it's a slower car overall. And I know that because I've driven both within a week of each other. And your butt dyno will tell you that too. Anyway, this is the end of the review. Gotta make my way back to the airport. And I have plenty more videos that I will be putting out for you. Have a good one.